movie review. Sorry, on the Fast 10 movie. You know, the new Fast and Furious movie that's been out there for a little while in the movie theaters, and I went and saw it, and I was gonna do a movie review as I promised. But you know, I've been working, and I've been also starting the food tour here on the Broadcasters TV that we already saw with the first phase of the Honduras country. You know, this food about Honduras and all this stuff, and now we're finishing up with Honduras. Between this weekend, maybe the next weekend, it depends which road we're gonna take, because we have to, you know, call the restaurants, we have to check which restaurants, because with this second phase of the tour with Honduras, to finish up with Honduras, we were just gonna do a wine criticism and do like a wine night with Isaac, where I just drink wine and criticize it and stuff. And it's the same thing with Mexico. With Mexico, it's gonna be the same thing. We have the lunch phase, and then we have the dinner phase where we will criticize Mexican wine and other just the whole thing. Which I've been busy with that. And ladies and gentlemen, but I haven't had the time to do it, but now is the time to do it. So let's get to it. Fast 10. Like Fast and Furious, Fast 5, all these movies of Fast and Furious. Fast 10 begins in a simple way. There's this skit that Toretto's kid that's on a car. He's drifting, bam, 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 right in Los Angeles. They're back in Los Angeles, and his kid, you know, admires his dad, because his dad is, you know, a tough guy, Mr. Magic Power. Because honestly, they put Toretto as a big, tough, magic, powerful guy. One thing is you have that guy as a tough motherfucker, and one thing you have him as a magical magician, Mr. Superman, and that's the difference they do here in this movie. They put him as a really family man, and then a fighter Superman hero. And because there's scenes in the movie where, I mean, there's a scene where he pick up a car with only one hand, like a big ass car like that. He goes, like, who does that? I mean, that's too exaggerated. But anyways, an action film, so who cares? Then after that, it becomes the typical lunch barbecue scene that happens in every Fast and Furious film, where they are the typical Los Angeles home, and they're with Roman Pierce and Hank and all these people, and they're having beers, they're having barbecue, they're talking about the cars. They have family's family with the you know, typical aunque digan que soy un bandolero donde voy, you know, and stuff like that. So, which I like that song, by the way. Le di gracias a Dios. En el y voy a seguir con mi tumbao y con los ojos colorados, con mi gato activado. Anyway, keep moving forward. There we go. And so, as soon as that starts right there, that scene, they have a beautiful tribute to Paul Walker, the late Paul Walker, who played Brian O'Connor, which by November 2013 he died on a car crash. Everyone knows that. They have a beautiful tribute to Paul Walker with this fragment pictures on a wall with the Fast and the Furious, the first movie saga, when it was all about cars and street racing before it turned into a whole Superman, Marvel, DC superhuman movie. You know, so this Fast and Furious first saga, and it was a really beautiful tribute with the typical, you know, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Really emotional. I gotta give it to him. That was really nice of him. Then later on, things took a twisted turn. They go to Russia. They got this mission going on. We had to get one of the who's that guy? I don't remember his name, but he played Aquaman before on movies. Like he played Aquaman. He was the actor that played Aquaman. He was there. He was the villain. Bam, bam, bam. They go back to a flashback whole story about when he was in Brazil and Rio de Janeiro, and he had all this stuff, and bam, 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 and he was the kid of a police father that was after Dominic Toretto, but Dominic Toretto killed his father, and then things took a twisted turn. He wanted to revenge Dominic Toretto, and there you go. He so spent his entire life only based to go after Dominic Toretto. His entire life, he just did. He was like a weird. He was like, let's say, Jeffrey Dahmer, but in a much more funny way. He just kill people and have this weird cannibalism shit with them, and then his entire life focused on getting behind all that trouble just to get to Dominic Toretto, when all he had to do was just get to Dominic Toretto. But and then later on after that, they go to Russia, bam, 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 they do all this stuff. They go broke because they steal all their money they worked so hard for. and boom, he tried to take his kid. John Cena plays the character of I think Uncle Lucas, and well, he died at the end. He killed himself. He sacrificed himself for Dominic and the kid. So then Dominic saves the kid. Boom, and they fall down to the bridge, and to a big bridge in Russia. The evil guy explodes the bridge, and then the movie ends, and it's like you don't know what happened next after that, and you don't know if they die or not. And that's the thing. I mean, the ending for, like, let's say if I want to end the saga and put an ending to the saga, the ending doesn't make any sense. If I want to put an ending to a saga, I want to put an ending that finishes everything, even if it's a sad ending, but at least something that makes sense, that could finish it off and be like, we know already what happened, blah 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 blah. Okay, the movie's over. But they make an ending when you don't. That's like, you don't know what happened after that, and then they have this post credit with The Rock. So I guess they're gonna finish it off maybe with The Rock. They're gonna just Dwayne The Rock Johnson and finish it off with The Rock. But you know, the movie was good. It wasn't bad. I mean, for an action film, blah blah blah, it was good. The typical, Dominic Toretto superpowers. But I mean, if you wanna, like, let's say, if I wanna make an ending of a saga of Fast and Furious, then instead of making the way they did it, I would have done this. Maybe you would have a different opinion. Me, I would have done this. I would make like a really nice movie about only street racing and cars and cop pursuit and cop persecution and with the whole family, with the whole original cast members and crew, and then we will have the beautiful tribute that they have for Paul Walker, which I would have given to them, because that was great, because he was always part of the Fast and the Furious saga. But it was a good movie, but not for an ending saga. It proves to you that the movie for an ending saga didn't make sense, other than the same old typical thing. So I would just create a different thing. So just only if it was that for the ending saga. That's why they said it's the end of the movie of the Fast and Furious saga, but I don't think so, because if you want to make an end of the Fast and Furious saga, you would make something different. Like I said, maybe cop persecution, maybe street racing, maybe you have who knows, maybe and you have the whole original member cast crew that at the end of the day they settle down, and then they have this a beautiful tribute to Paul Walker on the end credits, and that would have made a great ending saga for this movie. But with this ending saga that they did, if it was an ending saga, which is not, obviously they're gonna maybe keep continuing with The Rock and all the characters into maybe in the future they'll finish it off. But that's what I'm saying. But it was good. It was a good movie. As an action film, it was good. As an action film, I like it. Supernatural powers from Dominic Toretto, pick up, especially when he picked up. I was in the movie theater sitting back, and when I saw him picking up the damn cars, I'm talking about, like, it's my office desk over here, and he just goes with one hand. I'm like, what in the fuck? But it's like they create him as a super human god or something. So I guess that's Fast and the Furious shit. So but for an action film, it was good. It was great. Great soundtracks as always, and well, I'll give it an 8. Give it an 8.5. 9.5. Only because they said it was gonna be the ending of the saga, but I don't think so, because it didn't make sense to me. My opinion. You maybe have a different one, but to me, my opinion, it didn't make sense for an ending saga. I mean, I would have a different way to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was your Prosecutor TV Fast 10 movie review. Available. I don't know if it's still available in theaters, because we're on July and that came out in May. but it is available on Netflix, maybe HBO Max, maybe one of those places. So you can go check it out. And Edgewatch series, I think Edgewatch series, if it's still up there, you can still go watch it on Edgewatch series. Free link for movies. So this was Isaac Cruz, one of Isaac Cruz, the Musketeers TV, and we'll see you next.
My future, my family, you stole that from me, and now I'm gonna break yours.
My world has fallen. I'm falling to my knees. Oh, yeah. And now I feel my hands trembling. Oh Lord, ain't no promise I'll breathe again, but I won't back down.
For my family, you can ransom me. Had it hard, it broke me to my knees. And I'm phone, I'm driving fears like somebody out there after me. My girl got my heart only. My friends, they got my back, we chase money. We together when it's storm or sunny. They expect me for the back down, it's my destiny. And this might get the best of me. I can't let you get ahead of us. I'ma have to escort you to a seat. Through it all, we can't fail, cause the plan is for the achieve. I'm just really needing some peace, hoping pain quickly leave. I admit I see I'm falling, but for my family rise up. Plan on completing every mission all before my time up. Inside this car, I get it done, just watch my motor climb up. Protecting all the ones I love, can't let this evil blind us.
Falling.